welcome back to another episode here from the Hermitcraft server, where things are getting hot. Look at this billboard here. Ooh, I see a lot of red. This is the billboard of permitting, I'd say. And wherever you see red, hermits are having issues doing things they are supposed to do. And today is actually, October 31st, so Halloween. And we are one day before the cut-off day. And whatever is, shops that need to be rebuilt. There's here is missing shops that are not built yet. And down below, there's some shops that were built but needed to be rebuilt. They were confiscated by the Popo. But man, this is looking grim. I foresee, for example, those permits going back into the head. You know what? If you haven't built them, the permits will be seized, and other hermits can acquire them. And I don't see Iskal coming back anytime soon. He's playing this Vault Hunter thing, and there's short grass, TNT. I'm just looking. Is there something we can snag up? All the bucket mobs. Okay. Totem of Undying saddles. Totem of Undyings now also became more annoying. If you cannot really use raid farms anymore, I hope she's stocked up already. And saddles, okay, trading, I guess. All the eyes. Dude, Green's gonna be in trouble. He's got nothing. Stress Monster came back recently. She's got to do a deep slate shop. I don't know. Ooh boy. Book and kill. There's so many. Cobwebs could be a good permit for us to snag, if possible. I mean, he built the slime block shop now. Meteor books, I don't know. Cobwebs. That would be something we could snag, because, we have insane amounts of cobwebs already with our farm. Maybe, no idea if it's a cellar though. And crystals, ESO. Oh, and Mr. Bumbo must do bookshelves still. Man, there is still lots of stuff. Well, we still need to do all the rails. And we have a problem. Well, technically, we'll see if we have a problem. But listen, man, Karin is on a surfing trip. She does her annual surfing trip always at the same time. And during this time, I'm here alone with Docky. I had a few days where Grandma was able to be here just right now, as I'm recording, watching Docky a bit. But kindergarten is closed this week as well. So I'm home alone with Docky all week. And I had zero, effectively, time to really work on anything rail related. I have another project I want to work on today. I prepared that already weeks ago, so we can do that today, but the rail situation will be a problem. I will not be able to do that. So we need to negotiate. Let me see. All the rails. I have a plan. Contact me. I indeed do have a plan. And hopefully we can, wiggle our way out of losing this permit this week with the plan. But we'll see. I first have to talk to the Popo. Hopefully that works. I mean, there's plenty of shops popping up all over the place. For example, these two are new here, right? Joel made this one. Finally, I got the pun here. Oh, it's this noisemaker. I was just like, what? Dude, this is really a problem. No news of the court case at the moment, but now I finally got the pun. Toughest teeth, your teeth are tough. You said I should check out the teeth at his banners. Yeah, he's really proud about that. All right. And then there's other things I've been seeing going up here. Frogger still has no outer shell. It's kind of funny. But What is this giant statue in front of you? What is this? Holy moly, that's... I don't know what. Wait, what are we selling here? Frog coins. Wait, what? Frog coin stand? What is going on? This can only be illegal. Yeah, and then, we had Joel's thing here, which looks really awkward with my texture pack. Then I realized later, that's why it looks so weird. All is red, and there's like, whoa, this is a weird color choice. Yeah, and then I saw something else opening up that is really shady. Look at that. Up there, somebody made a rocket completely out of shulker boxes. Who has so many shulker boxes, I ask myself, aside of me? I gave a lot to Etho, because, the name is very telling. Shady E Rockets? Wait. Tell your friends, not the popo. Oh, okay, they're trying to hide up here. Employer of the month. Etho. Efo. It's Efo. What does he sell? Single rockets, solo rockets, a diamond, a stack, rockets, 20 diamonds, 22 diamonds each. Ah, man, tempting. I don't need any, but he was complaining, maybe I gave him too much shulker boxes. Yeah, and then these two shops open. What is this billboard here? There's all kinds of stuff happening in the shopping district now. People feeling the pressure. That was nice. What is this? Something is happening here. It's like, is there something on the other side? What is this? It's just a white screen. What? Alright then. Yeah, and then these two shops, right? What do we sell here? Nylium. Ah, okay. The two earths. Whoa, they put a lot of... What? It's Nylium? No, it's Nylium? Oh, the argument, how you pronounce that. This looks also like something Cub would hammer out. It said Nylium. Oh, yeah, what?
I believe it's Nilium, kick back and chillium, Nilium, come get your fillium, Nilium, ba-dum.
Or is it?
It's surely Nilium, don't be so shylium, Nilium, you can't deny lium, it's Nilium, ba-dum.
Yo, that's awesome. I'd say it's Nylium. Nylium, clearly. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment. In the comment section. Then somebody made this awesome globe here. This is also really, really cool. Me lovey. I think it's just crystals in here, right? But that's really useful. I need a bunch of those always. Specific sizes, and it's sometimes annoying to get 16 per 1 diamond. That's fair. Fair. Used amethyst as aesthetic lighting. Pro tip. Nice. The marketing is real. All right, I was checking on our shops. Everything looks fine. Here, Joe's crazy delivery of dirt. I put into the shop now everything in shulker boxes in the back, and let's see if he actually sold some dirt. I don't believe it, but who knows? What? We made 18 diamonds from dirt. That's pretty glorious. Here, it's dirty laundry, and it's nicely filled up. But yeah, oh yeah, people been buying dirt. All right then. What? Let's see if Drew Nuts is still alive. He tends to hang out in this window over there recently. Yeah. I think he's kind of AI confused and just can't find a way out here. This is too confusing for the AI. All right, cool. Everything is fine here. That's really cool. And as we said, it's Halloween. Therefore, the insanely spooky thumbnail of today. And probably, check this out, by Everard Warlen, oh yeah, that was hard to pronounce, Everard Warlen posted over on the Hermitcraft Reddit. Check out the links in the video description, please, because this has to be one of the coolest and most epic thumbnails, or fan art pieces. I call it thumbnails. It almost feels like it's not doing it justice. This is one of the most amazing art pieces I ever got. I feel like I want to print that out giantly and hang up in my office here. Bro, this is so amazing. Look at the scaly skin. I just want to point that out. Look at that. It's amazing. It looks so cool. Thank you so much. And yeah, fitting with the Halloween, they called it the Rage of the Doctor. Well, my rage peeved off a little bit. I learned a lesson. We cannot get so provoked so easily all the time and completely lose our minds. Somebody stole this iron block. Eventually, it will come back. I hope. I can't be bothered with it now. I have so much things to do. And, not much time this week, even with Docky. Priorities. We are going back to the swamp and we're working on things. Next week, we need to tackle the rail situation. I have a plan, but, I was just not able to think about it and properly build it up in my test world and see if everything works. I have to work efficient. But we have a plan, so hopefully we can negotiate and win a little bit of time. What I want to work on today is a cool farming setup over here in the swamp region. And methods for a while was working on the most high efficient crop farm you can build. And we had this design laying about for quite some time, and I find it's time to show you guys, because it's actually really cool and loses. Preparing the field here. Check it out. These are 4 sections, and we want to use 4 villagers in this setup, and we want to make sure first of all that they are separated. So we will have these glass barriers in here to make sure the villagers cannot interact with each other. It's really important to increase efficiency of these crop farms, to make sure these villagers don't waste time with interaction. That's why we're also not going to use the typical bait villager here in the middle where they try to toss stuff to, because they also interact with them. And, they only have a few hours per day. They don't work 24/7. They're in the unions where they actually, harvest crops. So you want to prevent the villagers from interacting with each other or other villagers or with you as the player as much as possible, because villagers only have one brain cell pretty much. They can only do one task at once. So, let's say, while during their harvesting time, they would be close to another villager, and that's the mistake that's widely made with crop farms, right? People just like, okay, I'll make it bigger, put the maximum harvesting radius of a villager, like this, right? And then throw a bunch of them in there, and then it should be faster. Actually, it makes it slower and slower the more villagers you throw in there that can interact with each other. Because, one brain cell, right, and the more chances to interact, and then they will not harvest crops during that time. This is why we're going to use a different method to harvest here. But, we'll see about that in a bit. It's kind of funny when I'm, as you know, right, I grow a lot of tomatoes. It's a huge hobby of mine, and my buddy that lives here in the same house together with me, and we have this whole garden set up where we grow different strains of tomatoes. That's also the whole, why does your redstone look like tomatoes? Well, it came from that. Everything is lore. And when I see the soil being watered here, I always think to myself, well, technically that's pretty good, but not ideal. A quick plant tip from Uncle Greenthumb dog, right? So think about roots. Roots is the most important thing for a strong crop, right? If you want to have strong tomato plants, you want to develop a huge root balm that the the plant is strong and will grow strongly because it can take up more nutrients, and so on. Strong root bulb is the key of everything. And then the plant will automatically be great and have great fruit. And, well, what most people do wrong with any plant in general is you give too much water. I always see that people been asking me, man, how do you guys do it? Your tomatoes grow so huge and they're amazing, and you harvest till October. How is the plant so resilient and whatnot, right? And we're saying, man, it's the root bulb. You gotta develop the roots. And if you water too often, what happens is soil becomes compacted and very wet, obviously wet, right? And when roots grow, they're really finicky, tiny little, mini roots, right? And they would be really, easily starting to rot also if the soil is constantly too wet. Also, if the soil is compacted by the water, these tiny root fingers have a hard time expanding, or more hard time expanding through the soil. So that's why you always want to have steady watering cycles. You put your nutritions and maybe fertilizers or whatever you use, or just water, bio, whatever you want to do. But make sure you do it the same amount of water roughly. You don't have to be millimeter exact, but if it's a liter, then you stick around that. And then make sure to, moisture your soil so it's nice and wet, but after 2-3 days, you want at least the topsoil and a few centimeters down to dry out again. And so you can make sure the roots have enough time in between the feeding cycles, right? When you put water onto your plants, you make sure the roots can grow in the in-between time using the resources they just gathered from watering and whatnot, right? And expanding. And that's why you want to let your soil dry out. So technically here in Minecraft, this is not the ideal soil, because in Minecraft it's constantly wet as soon as you have water close by. So I'm also planting some wheat, some seedlings here at the moment, and of course we want to have a decent yield here for wheat, so we can make target blocks, right, in our redstone factory eventually. There's always something I'm kind of short of, and they're expensive to make, so it's good to have a high efficiency crop farm here. And then we can also funnel that into our production line back there we started last episode. Yeah, I think it was a good call to try to grow most of the crop here already before I toss the villagers in. And just spreading out the light sources everywhere, and then we will cap it off. Oops, no, we don't need those. Here, we have their workstations, pretty much the composters, and I will leave it open. I need to drop 4 villagers in there. I'm gonna grab some from over there. And then we can toss them in, and then they will also not be able, they will have a job, but by having these trapdoors there, and they're a bit lower, so they cannot really interact with their workstations later as well. That also adds efficiency to the farm. As I said, only 1 brain cell per villager, so we don't allow interactions with anybody or anything. But still, we want them to harvest the crops, right? That's kind of the goal here. So I will finish decking this all off. And then we also need to build a clever collection station here in the middle. But I'd say I will then also already haul the villagers over before we do that. So they start, working here already. Got to give them some seeds. And then this should work out. All right, more covering, more light sources. Got to make sure everything is nice and bright so everything grows maximum speed. Good old villager moving. Done it too many times. So I got all the infrastructure here, right? I just need to build a rail. I was even thinking, should I just use a boat? Because that's the new meta, but it's such a short distance here. It's like, come on. Let's build the good old rail and drop him in there. I think it worked. Yeah. There he is. And okay, let's, oops. let's break. Can I? I don't want to jump in there. Can I reach? Oh, wait, from here I can. Yuck. All right, let's set the guy free, and then let's do this. And then we can fill all that in. All right, that's our first guy in there. Hopefully, we'll find his workstation soon. Ah, yeah, he picked the workstation downstairs where we were pushing him out. And yeah, that's way out of reach. I think he was trying to go towards it. Right here, that's nice to see. Right, I had this workstation here. And yeah, pushed him over. And he picked that up now, but he will lose that. And then during the daytime or the next day cycle, hopefully pick up this one here. And then we have a farmer in here. And yeah, for picking up stuff, I want to use an Allay. Allay is picking up the wheat. Got him there already. And yeah, they will go inside. And one should be enough. Ah, he already is a farmer. And now we can see what we're doing here with this, yeah, whatchamacallit, skulk sensor, right? It is trimmed to trigger when crop is broken. That means this guy, you know, which will be inside here when we have all the villages in there. You see, he harvests. And yeah. Boom. The trigger, and that makes it so this guy knows where to toss stuff. And here in the middle we have a tossing station, and that should work out. And then they toss stuff into the hole here in the middle where we collect everything and then further process it. And yeah, that should do the trick. There will be a hopper there, so this guy cannot escape. And yeah, one guy should technically be enough to pick everything up here faster than the villagers can do it and discard of it. And yeah, that prevents the dreaded interaction we've been mentioning, right? So yeah, all right. Need to haul 4 more villages to here and toss them into the holes, and then we can get the Allay in there and see if everything works fine. But it should, and it should give us a decent yield. We need to do some measurements then. But yeah, 4 of these cells completely separated now. Oh yeah. I got these half slabs in here, right? So the allies can easily pass through, but not the villagers. And they're far enough apart to not interact with each other. All right, so yeah, let me get some more of them. 3. All right, we have everything fully set up now. Allay is in there, villagers are ready to harvest. It'll take a little bit of time for the farm to warm up. You know, you first want the villagers' inventories to be full, right? They want to be filled up with seeds, best. So if you want to speed it up a little bit, you can toss some seeds in there. But right now, soon they should start working. And when they do, we should see everything in action here. Every time a crop is broken, this thing should trigger. And yeah, the Allay should try to pick up the wheat and yeah, toss it into the middle, into our crafting station where we have some wheat here already. And yeah, we want to obviously craft hay bales. And yeah, I'd say we build a little auto crafting station down here. So I made this glass box below to have a little bit of spot. The advantage is I want to have this whole thing set up in a way that it is in our permanent chunk loader that pretty much runs most of the time. Right, the one up here, the very first chunk loader we made, that thing pretty much keeps everything here running and stable and is necessary. So, you know, why not take advantage of that? So that thing is here. Obviously, crops won't grow if a player is not present here. That you know, chunk loading won't do that. But it'll make sure that whatever is sent into the crafting grid here will be finished. So there's a... Oh! And now we can hear some sounds upstairs. So that's a distinct advantage to having this thing chunk loaded so the crafter can never break. And yeah, now you see it. Right, the villagers go about and pick up wheat, and that causes dings here at our node block regularly, which programs the Allay to this node block, and then the Allay just rushes about and grabs wheat and then tosses it here in the middle. At the moment, the villagers are picking it up still because inventories are not properly filled yet. But, you know, sooner or later that'll happen. And yeah, these are the maximum radii or these villagers can, you know, work in, and you can see there's zero interaction. When they harvest, they focus 100% on harvesting stuff. That's all they do, nothing else. And you know, unfortunately, they don't harvest all day long, right? There's only this short time window, so you want to make that time count. And yeah, with that said, I think we can continue down here with the crafter. So technically, we could squeeze it in like that, I guess. And this should be set to 8, right? And then we use comparators to get a signal out from here and from here. And, you know, this was set to our recipe, obviously. Let's grab this stuff in the meantime. Okay, and yeah, then... Oh, we also need some redstone dust. Let's quickly grab some from upstairs. Or from the storage system. It's nice that I finally funneled the redstone over here too. Because yeah, I can obviously also just grab redstone from here easily. I had it over there, but I had to manually bring it over. For now, we're gonna funnel it into here. I'm at the moment also contemplating to make some sort of overflow system. In case, you know, there's too much redstone in here, it automatically gets sorted in also. We'll see. But technically, we're gonna use quite a lot of redstone here, so it should be alright. It's a, you know, a project in development. And as I said, yeah, Docky, right, is here this week, and I had not so much time, or I'm alone. Docky's always here, but I'm alone with Docky, so I just didn't have too much time to think about stuff. Alright, so now we want to make sure this thing only crafts right, because we can also craft bread in theory, right? So if these 3 slots would be filled and it would trigger, we would make bread, so we need to make sure that doesn't happen. So let's see, grab the signal from here, I guess, and then we go into a block, and then we make sure we update, and then we use sticky piston here. It's like this, and just squeeze a sticky piston below here, like so. And then from this side we can squeeze another observer in. And now let's look. When this thing runs full, yep, it crafts. Nice. And it spits out a hay bale here. So for now, I guess we just put a double chest, or should we do hopper, and then, although, yeah, we can do double chest here. We cannot look into it at the moment, but that's alright. Later we can put hopper here, funnel further down if we want to spit stuff out again. Or we just drop it, actually. We could do that too. Yeah. Or we spit out to this side. It's also an option. And then we can handle it here. Yeah, let's do this. Let's spit stuff out to this side. Come here. Wait, what do we have in our inventory? Okay. Yeah, and then we process it further from here. Yep. Like so. And then I put a hopper in front. Then we can also access the chest for now. Although it will be funneled over to the main base, I'm thinking, you know, into the production for target blocks. So, yeah, we can just simply do this. Like so, and then we put it into a chest down here. Just need to make sure we have the proper orientation for our dropper here, hopper. Man, inventory management is already getting like tedious again. Oh. Okay, let's grab some glass to frame it in like so, and then this should be alright. Alright, starting to trap myself down here. Where is my X? Okay, cool. Yep. Now this makes sense. Brum. And if you get a full load in here, boom, immediately immediately recraft. Nice. Okay, so this thing is up and running now. We can access it from down here. Is everything closed off properly? Yeah, nothing can escape anywhere. And this is chunk loaded most of the time, at least when we are on the server. So this should never break. And then we have hay bales down here. And then we see how we funnel them over there. Here is our main tunnel we're using at the moment, so it's not too far away. We can probably dig into it. We're right here. Here's the tunnel, so we could easily drop into there. Just literally have a water stream boof, going there. And then we could funnel hay bales over into the system via here. And we can still fit, Allay sorters here to pick up stuff and then funnel it up this way into the bus. So we have a bunch of spots open. Yeah. And then we will have more chests here with these things. Yeah. I think it's slowly but surely coming together. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna AFK down here now a little bit. What are you doing? No interactions allowed. And see if we can get these villagers to pick up a lot of stuff, so the farm becomes more and more efficient. But, it's a start, and where there's a start, there's success eventually. Another project we need to tackle is here with the storage system. I'm actually glad I haven't had time to plan super big projects today, because there's all these little small things you put on the back burner and you're like, I'll do it one of these days. But we actually got to create an overflow system for things that arrive here and kind of, then when this is full, need to be stored into the storage system in our bulk storage arrays we got going on. For example, right, we got a bulk storage for redstone here already, which automatically packs our redstone into shulker boxes and all. And we have it for iron here, and I'd imagine I could also do it, although, maybe the overflow we craft into blocks right away. Yeah, but you get the drift. Things that are here, then when this is full, we need to make sure it gets stored somewhere. So smartly, we should have a pipe that goes from around here, this area, over to here, and connects into here. Because this is the drop off for the items, so all the items that are dropped into the storage system make it up here. So we could toss them there, and then automatically they would be processed here and loaded into the storage system. So I'd say first step to do that is to hook up a pipe up there, and let's do that. All right, I think that fits in here pretty nicely. Let's see how far this water stream goes here. Is everything closed off? No risks can be taken here. Alright. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. Okay, we could top that off. So it's closed off all the way. And now we have kind of a overflow tube connecting over here into our main feed of the storage system. So that should be all good. No problems here. Yeah, and down there I installed the overflow setup. It's pretty much just using hopper priority sorting. So stuff still comes up from here, right? From our machines over there, our farms and stuff. And then ends up in this hopper, goes into this chest. And then there is a row of hoppers going this way and then back here. And the hopper below sucks out. And here's the typical priority sorting situation. The hopper below has priority, will always pull first before stuff gets moved sideways. But it only works if you have an inventory, okay, a chest or whatever, above, not a hopper, not another hopper, that doesn't work, an inventory above, like this. Then it's 100% reliable. Every time this hopper will be prioritized, item comes in, boof, gets sucked down, in, sucked down, and so on. And only, if this hopper eventually runs full, stuff will be picked up and transported to back here, into these chests, where I'm just connecting a hopper chain here, leading into this elevator, and that, goes over there, and that should give us a nice way to grab all the overflow. And at the moment I'm grabbing iron and redstone and the planks. Should I store iron? And now I'm thinking maybe we put a block crafter here where the iron comes up and craft it into blocks and dump it into the system then. On the other hand, man, I have so much storage space, and actually it's practical to have more iron here too, because yeah, it starts to get annoying always to have to uncraft. Yeah, I think I'll do a slot of iron here. Those guys. All right. So, it's a day later now, and, you know, I just fiddled around here a little bit. That's what you could call it. Improved certain things that needed improvement, and, yeah, where do we start? Yeah, we talked about our overflow system, right? I installed the overflow protection on the other side now too, connected with this hopper chain, and everything that is, you know, produced too much goes into the storage system. And we can already see we have a ton of shulker boxes here of redstone, and iron is also starting to build up sooner or later. But yeah, we're far from being filled here. Like Iron Farm is at the moment one of the slower farms we got going. But yeah, cobblestone already is building up here too. And yeah, we pretty much have a full storage of cobble here and a full storage of stone. And the automatic shut off has also worked. So that is cool. And I changed the layout of the chest here a little bit. I left this one here as a, yeah, to demonstrate why. And I changed everything to a setup like we have in the storage system here. The way I have it here, right, when we pull out of this lower chest here, if you want to use these materials to process, right, and, well, the way it is set up now, it will only pull this chest empty, and then whatever is in the hopper and whatever is in these hoppers, but it will not access the top chests here. Like, they get filled and then they just stay. And that's not good. We want to have the full storage. And yeah, now you can see it here with the redstone, right? This is all connected. This is one big storage. And we pull from down here, so it accesses the whole stack. That's important. That's why I changed all these. And I also changed the stick maker here a little bit. But yeah, it's working. I just shut it off at the moment because I wanted to build some buffer. So the stick maker, and then I attached another thing. Here is a redstone torch maker, and we actually already have a full stack here of redstone torches all the way filled to the top. And yeah, let's get down here a little bit so we can look at things, right? Here is a simple crafter, right? And it's fed by these two droppers here. And this will just continuously craft until this is full. When this is full, we extend here, boof, and shut the whole thing down. Something is tagged. Oh, where did you come from? Alright. Can't stand peacefully in water here without being attacked. Alright then. Anyways, so, you know, the chain continues, right? It grabs the wood from here, crafts it into sticks, and I can control it here. As you can see, we have our outputs of our storage silos here, right there. And this is the first chain. This is the redstone bus that will go in this direction, and we can branch off from the redstone bus, and then the redstone just goes into here for crafting the torches. And same thing here with the stick maker, right? We have the stick maker here, and we also can enable or disable it. Right now we have it enabled, and here's the bus that will run this way. You know, with sticks, we later need them for rails a little bit further down the line, right? But here we pull it as well and send it into the crafter to make the redstone torches, pretty much. And that's the same principle. It just continuously runs. I can show you. I removed the observer. As I said, I wanted to build up some storage bulk there. Where do we come in best? Yeah, let's fly to the other side and see if we can hook it up back up again. Then the thing will be running. Let's see. I can do it from here, I guess. And then, of course, we need to make sure when things are running here, we kind of need to chunk load. So, you know, things are being hooked up to the chunk loading grid. Here we are. How do we get there? And normally I will not have to come here ever again. Just for now. Okay, yeah. We can put the observer in like this. Alright. And now this thing will pulse, you know, process the stick upstairs. When the sticks are sorted in, this thing will continue crafting. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And it just makes sticks now. At the moment, this didn't trigger the chunk loading system. The chunk loading system is at the moment hooked up via this pressure plate. If there's items cycling around, the chunk loader will start. But I need to change that. I need to change it to whenever there's activity around the system over there, the whole chunk loading grid needs to run. And talking about chunk loading grid, as you know, we have that below us here, right? And I actually extended the chunk loader now. The chunk loader is extended to over here. And this is the main grid here, right? To keep the whole storage system loaded. This is to keep all the crafters and things loaded. And here we extend this way towards north, where pretty much our whole crafting setup is. So this way we are loading a strip, 3x3 chunk strip here, and then also a 5x5 pretty much, you know, for redstone processing via the chunk loading grid. So yeah, you know, this is how we roll here. This is how this whole shebang works. And let's have a look upstairs. Yeah, you see the sticks are in there being processed. Boom, loaded in. Then this opens up again. We craft another 30 something sticks. It's quite fast. And then we just pump it into the system here. I made a mistake while I was testing things out and crafted a bunch of buttons, but we're cool now. Shouldn't do that anymore. And yeah, now we just nicely fill up this all the way to the top. And then we have a nice buffer. A nice buffer. Then, you know, I can run here a little bit again and continue to generate that stuff here. More wood. At the moment we're using priority sorting here again to kind of spread it out. And yeah, that's pretty much how far we are with all of this here. It doesn't look too much, but it was a lot of work and a lot of fiddling around. Not pre-planned or having time to be in a creative world, just straight up playing survival Minecraft. Lots of trial and error, tearing stuff out again and redoing it and so on. It's also fun. I enjoy this way of playing too. Yeah, you know, just using what you got and improvise a little bit and not have everything like super planned out all the time. That's pretty decent. I love that. All right, so I'd say we fill this up here a little bit, and then we're good. Let's do a check up on. Oh yeah, we should activate the chunk loader here maybe. So let's just toss some bamboo in here, and that will activate the chunk loading grid. So we can also leave this and let it finish crafting. Let's check on our crop farm. Let's see what these guys do. Always important if you have villagers about. Lightning rod, there's one up there, but you can never have enough. Just to be sure, I don't want these guys to be hit somehow and turn into witches. And yeah, let's come down here, over here, and up through here, and see. Oh, wow, okay. A little bit of AFKing overnight. 2-3 hours or so. There's a decent amount of hay bales coming out of that. And then, of course, you know, while I was working here, over there building, it's always loaded when I'm doing stuff here or here. So that's nice. And these villagers will keep on processing. And right now, yeah, we reached a phase where the villagers' inventory is pretty full. and or full, and they will just leave the wheat laying on the ground, and the villagers, I'm saying the Allays, everybody gets mad when I always say allies, the Allays can actually go ahead and pick that all up, and yeah, we're producing copious amounts of wheat now in the most efficient way possible. That's very satisfying. Well, normally at this point of the episode, we reach the comment of the week, right? And slowly but surely wrap the episode up. Well, we're going to wrap the episode up, but not with the comment of the week today. We're going to do one next week. I have two important things I want to address. And yeah, for that reason, we are over here on my Twitter profile where I retweet all the fan art I find and see over the week. And this week has been insane, right? Just retweeted this. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Sub to Mumbo with a really cool piece. Phoenix rising from the ashes. And, we got Yukon contributing a little bit. Yukon is super busy at the moment with their school. Oh, and we need to talk about that in a second. And of course, it's an endless flood. This is just this week, pretty much what I retweeted and liked and found over the past few days, right? It's just an endless flood of amazing fan art pieces. And look at this. I mean, whoa. Absolute insane, right? I mean, beautiful here by Penny Dania, right? It's an endless flood of amazing pieces. And of course, over on the Hermitcraft Reddit too, hey, check this out, man. It was really hard to pick a thumbnail this week. So many amazing pieces, and it keeps on going, seeing people feeling inspired, and especially now during Halloween time, a lot of people have been posting amazing art. And yeah, I want to feature more art, and Zizuma Void has this project going on at the moment featuring art over on the server. I will link the video in the video description, and I would really love if you guys would want to participate too. In the video I will link, Zizuma has a perfect explanation how you can submit art to that project, and then we can put it in the big museum on the Hermitcraft server, right? That would be so cool, because it's an endless flood, and I would love to feature more of you guys. Look at that. It's just amazing, the creativity, right? So many different interpretations and styles, and it's just lovely. And talking about style, Goat Sauce, my man, finally got around releasing the song we used for the big flood, and what made me extremely happy here, especially happy, they collaborated with one of our fan artists, with Hoshi, to create this amazing record cover, Eforos werden seteren. I love the title. And yeah, obviously it's out on Spotify, on Bandcamp. I will link all the important things, and I'd say we listen to that to end the episode today. Check out Eforos. See you next time. Yeah.